again. It's a redskin.
Yo, what you lot saying? So yeah, man, flipping this one here is about like like the influence the drill scene has had to people in it, especially the younger lot in it. And I don't really talk about music, cause speaking on music, I don't like to like, cause there's some of these guys like are literally rapping to make it out in it, and some of them actually do make it out. They end up being successful and able to do something positive. The ones that take it seriously anyway, and it's like a way out in it. So I don't wanna like make it look like they shouldn't do that when it's actually helping some people. You feel me? I think it just depends on the person's mentality in it, on how they look at life. Like, cause you got some people that want to get out but they ain't got option, but then you got some guys that actually got option but they don't want to get out because they're just there for the wrong reasons, isn't it? That's a different story from. But this one here is an example, innit? I'll be a fool to say that it doesn't influence people, innit? It does. So there's this guy called Mikey Roynon or something like that. Someone showed me this one, and they were basically telling me Donny was. Cause I saw his music videos, innit? After he showed me, I saw his music videos. So I'm hearing he was involved, but obviously the media and his parents obviously they don't look at it like that, innit? I'm gonna break that down as to why most time parents don't look at it like that. But first off, what happened to this guy was he was going to a party. I think the guys that killed him were going to the same party, or they're going to the same direction or something like that. And they ended up bumping into each other. One of them ended up stabbing Mikey in the neck, innit, and he died. But again, I'm hearing Mikey might have approached them first. I don't know, innit? I don't know. I'm hearing Mikey might have approached them first, and then they did that. I don't know, man. This is what I'm hearing, innit? I don't know what happened, to be honest with you, bro. So the whole point of this video is first listen to his music, innit? This is what Mikey used to rap like.
Oh dear, let me talk up and make things clear. We buckle and his mate disappeared, got filled with fear when we appeared. He tried to dash and prance like there, but I flung him back like come over air. I guess you could call him queer. Scream like guy when the rams come near. They talk about teeth, it must be veneers, cause they ain't got waps on my oh dear. Had tears, we pulled up fierce. He didn't wanna get cheers. If I see feds, I'll put it in gear. You already know I said that last year. Don't give man chat, I don't wanna hear bullshit verbal to my fucking ears.
Odds and shoot man.
Out of my rams just looking for pagans. This thing here we eat man, that's supper. Gang move tap were nutters. But cubes weren't on nada. But teams need dash like Farah and his cuzzy darted from my cup.
Give man alright.
You is white I'm a kind friend, give bro 2 if you wanna come find them. I'm talking about fried jams. I don't like them, I run up and slice them, fry them, leave them youths in a right mess. If you want beef then come let's fight them.
So based off that, you can see, like, I don't know if he was really involved or not, or he was just a fan of the music. I don't know, innit? But, you know, no one said. I haven't seen anyone say that he was lying. I haven't seen no one say that yet. But even if he was, this is the type of stuff that you push out, innit? When you push out that type of stuff, that's the type of stuff that comes back to you. So let's say he didn't really have ops in that, yeah? Because he keeps listening to this shit, he might actually start, I don't know, probably walking around with knives and shit like that. Because the guys that killed him as well, when you see them, obviously don't judge a book by its cover, yeah? But they don't look like they were like, you know, serious guys, to be fair. But, you know, they're 16 in it. They're very, very, very young, fam. But yeah, basically, he was talking a lot in the songs, and he was talking a lot. I don't know who he was talking about. Maybe these were the guys, or you know, they were part of the guys. I don't know, innit? But it looked like they had an issue. They had an issue prior to them meeting each other, and it wasn't like a random incident. I think all of those guys knew each other, innit, from whatever. So some of the comments is just people, you know, the ones that don't know what, you know, who this guy was. They're like 16 years, poor family. What a beautiful boy Mikey was. R.I.P. sweetheart. Someone says, what a beautiful boy Mikey was. R.I.P. sweetheart. And someone says, he was the criminal. He attacked these boys first. And then they're going back and forth. Oh, I don't think he did. He did. Media's lying to you. Note that he was, but when he went to the party with a knife and was killed as a what? Retaliatory blow to him striking out first. So this guy said, obviously this is internet stuff, innit? But this guy saying he went to the party with the knife. It truly was kids with knives. The media mentioned this. Kids with knives. The media never mentioned this. He struck first. Yeah, not sure why. Maybe out of respect to Mikey, but this has been the kind of lost in the fog a bit. I live in Bath and have a friend who has a teenage boy who was killed. What a beautiful boy Mikey was. There needs to be more education around children and teenagers carrying knives. Yeah, okay. So obviously, from this point, this was like a news report talking about what happened and people commenting on it. Now, you know, they're saying what they're saying in it. But long story short, bro, what I'm trying to get to is, you never know what your teenage child is getting up to, bro. You get me? You will never fully know what they get up to outside of the house, bro. Cause you have to remember, fam, like from nursery all the way to like the end of secondary year, most of the time your child is spent at school, fam. Most of the time they're spent at school than they are at home. So, you know, you can't keep up with every single thing that they do outside of school, bro. You feel me? And especially as a teenager, yeah, you keep secrets from your parents and whatnot, innit? You never fully know what they're getting up to unless they start getting nicked out of the blue for crazy things. Then you can see, okay, something's going on there. But for the most part, like that's what I'm saying with the Mikey situation. I don't know if he was just rapping. If either he was really doing it or he was just rapping, which a lot of kids do nowadays, and they just go in a booth and just lie in it and just rap and just chat shit. I don't know. But as you can see, some people are saying that he was involved in it. And when you see people saying, oh yeah, this, cause you hear it a lot when someone dies, of course the family's gonna be like, yeah, he was a good boy. Cause they're not seeing that side that you're thinking about. They're just looking at their son, innit? You feel me? They got a different bond with them. Like, they raise them, man. They look at them differently, bro. No matter no matter who he grows up to be, or whoever he thinks he is now, they still look at him like the little boy. Their little boy, innit? So of course, naturally, that's what they're gonna say, innit? But you have to remember as well, these lot are 16, innit? They're young, man. They're young, so it's not like he's 30. Like, by the time he's 30 and that happened, more or less, you as a parent, you're gonna be like, you know what? I knew Zaki, get me? I knew how he was living his life. He's still my boy. I love him, but obviously, how he was living his life, bro. Feel me? So when it's a kid, it's different, fam. So, yeah, and most of the time, the reason why I'm saying that, I feel like most of the time, the reason why parents say, "Oh, he was a good child," yeah. Firstly, honestly speaking, I don't think they know, bro. I don't think they really fully well know what's going on, fam. With my family, they only found out when I started to get nicked out of the blue for like you get me, random things. You get me, I'm getting nicked like every other week, and then eventually go to prison. But that's how they started to realize that, hold on, what's going on with my man? But prior to that, they didn't know what I was doing outside of school or what I was doing in school. They didn't know that. So if something was to happen to me in between that time, I wouldn't be surprised if they said the same thing. They'd be like, "Well, Gary, my son was a good boy." They didn't know nothing about that stuff at that time. This is from from secondary times all the way to like 16. So yeah, man. I would say, oh yeah, parents should keep a closer eye out on their kids. But it's easier said than done, because some parents are literally busy, innit? They're literally busy, fam. They need to, if they've got other kids as well, or they're not, the circumstances ain't the best where they need to be working most of the time. And everyone has to do their own thing just to make some money, innit? So it's not always easy. But from what I've learned myself, I'm definitely going into my children's room anytime I get, bro. Any chance I get, I'm getting into the room, bro. I'm going through everything, bro. I don't care how they feel, bro. I don't care how they feel. I'm going in their room. I'm going through their shit, bro. Because I need to know what type of person they're becoming, bro. And how else I want to know unless I go to the room and find out what they're doing, bro. Obviously, I ain't going to tell them, but this is what I'm going to be doing. I feel like this is the steps you have to do. This is the steps you have to take to figure out what's going on. You can't be just like, yeah, I'm going to give them space and let them do what they're doing. You don't know what they're getting up to, though. So, yeah, man. And, yeah, with the jewel stuff, bro, I'm going to do a video about this as well. With, obviously, I know about Bristol. Now, I knew about Bristol, because apparently he's from Bristol, innit? But they went to a party in Bath. I knew about Bristol from back in the day, innit? But there's a lot of, like, areas in the last couple of years, or even villages, where I saw stories about people saying their village used to be a nice place. All of a sudden now it's crazy. You got young kids carrying knives and that, stabbing people, all of these type of things, but they wasn't doing that stuff not so long ago. And it's got like a pattern. It's got a pattern. When you find out the guys that are doing it, it's like wannabe roadmen. Like, it's like guys that want to be like roadmen, but they're not even like that. The area is not, they listen to bare drill music. They talk like how they talk. They haven't actually got ops like that. They ain't got ops. They ain't got pagans. So now they're making up ops and they're making up pagans, innit? You feel me? They start forcing beef with people from school. And then they start beefing people from another street or another neighborhood. But it's not really beef, because it wasn't, you didn't have issues with these people before this. It was just little, normal boy stuff, fighting over dumb stuff and that, yeah. But now they're stabbing people. But these areas were never like that. These are villages. It's not even like cities, bro. It's like towns and villages. I saw bare stories like that, bro. And this is literally after the Jew stuff came out. So the influence is definitely there, bro. It's definitely there, man. But personally, bro, I just think it's what you're rapping about, really and truly, fam. If you really live in that, bro, and you're just rapping how you're living your life, cool, fam. Cool. But when you start, I feel like it's the disrespect that made Jewel popular. If people wasn't talking about dead people or doing this or doing that to people, I don't think Jewel would be this big in the UK. I don't think it would be this big. That's what initially caught people's attention, was how disrespectful it was, innit? And how grimy it was. Let's be honest, like, that's what caught people's attention at the start of it. If you didn't have that, it wouldn't have been that big. It just would have been another rap song, innit? But my thing is, what's wrong with that though? Because at the end of the day, all the artists now who are drill rappers, they just make music, bro. Whether you want to call it drill or not, it's just music. They don't have to do all of that. You get me? It's the ones that's still stuck in the hood that's still rapping about the disrespect. They're never gonna get anywhere like that, bro. Never, fam. So yeah, bro. It's fucked up still. But yeah, it does have influence though. It does have a look at influence though. But I'm gonna touch on that another day though, man. I'm gonna touch on that one another day still.